2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
One of the best, the lively and colorful Riverwalk. Just part of what makes San Antonio such a great town. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. The Celtics chemistry.
David, he has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. And how about a look at the most recent power rankings? Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. Taking a look at Boston, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And you know, for Boston, give them credit. They've stuck to their plan here early on, playing their brand of basketball. They're showing everyone they have the potential to be even better.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Tice in at the 5 down low. And for San Antonio, Gay and Aldridge are up front. White is out there with Murray. And it's DeRozan in at small forward. Tatum's shot is off. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Murray right side. Outside DeRozan. Tries a 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. DeRozan's got 5 now. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise caliber. But you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here's Tice. And Tice throws it down.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense had overcommitted and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
Murray with the bounce pass. Here's Aldridge. This is it to Gay. There's the triple. And Boston with the rebound.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Walker's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Murray, good.
Murray showing you real poise that time, guys, converting on aggressive defense. The concentration, outstanding.
Outside Tatum. Drills it from outside. It's all knotted up.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. DeRozan against Brown. Murray outside. The pass to Gay. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Murray. The 3. Aldridge trying to break free. Murray, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
You know, it was 1-1 split from two teams on the opposite side of the standings. And, you know, as we've said many times, anything can happen when you play out of conference.
Here's White. It's blocked. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against Oklahoma City. Smart finds Brown. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
He's not an easy guy to get a shot up and over. Aldridge has those long arms, and his timing's good, too.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. From deep, Walker. And again, Boston with the triple.
I think you've always got to have a hand up on Walker. Very capable at knocking down the 3 ball.
And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13 or Giannis, but Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Marcus Smart. And it's Teague in for Kemba Walker. He gets it in there.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
And Brown is quite aggressive. I mean, a masterful penetrator who can take it to defenders when he drives.
And here's Mills for three. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Here's Teague. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I love the way Teague keeps his concentration, his focus, not allowing the defense to ruffle him at all.
Pass to Aldridge. To the middle. Here's Lyles. And the dunk by Lyles. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
And the dunk by Tatum.
Terrific awareness from the savvy point guard. Jeff Teague is excellent at getting the ball to the open man.
San Antonio trailing here. Now Mills. Game against Oklahoma City, very impressive.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
San Antonio's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. It's stolen by Teague. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way and finished off by Brown.
And guys, the defense of Teague is underrated. Excellent instincts, and he takes reasonable chances on defense.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. There's a minute 40 left here in the opening quarter. Celtics leading by 3. And Williams, here we go, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And Williams drops them both. For San Antonio, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Pass to Purdy. Passes it to Lyles. Over Teague. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Lyles got his second bucket tonight.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Green finds Teague. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now the pass to Purdy. And here is Lyles. He had 16 points in the win against Oklahoma City. Walker in the post. Rejected by Teague.
Some great timing that time from Teague, who was able to climb the ladder.
Oh, what a play!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Teague feeling it out a bit. And he uses the glass on the layup. Teague's got 9.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Boston on top. And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us how his upbringing helped.
I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so is anybody...
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Celtics.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for San Antonio, you've got Jakob Poeltl. Trey Lyles out there with Murray. And it's Vassell in at the 3. Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. Then for the Celtics, Daniel Tice comes in for Williams. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Green. Shot's good by Walker.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's foul number 2 for him. San Antonio making a switch here. White's checked in, and a change for the Celtics. Walker's checked in, and a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Ray, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks. Spurs trail by 9. Murray surveying the D. Shoots. Nice spin off the left rim and in. White's got his second bucket of the night.
Part of White's expanding game is the attention to his jump shot, and he's made great improvement in that area.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Here's White. Kicks it out to Gay. Puts up a 3. The shot, no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Murray against Walker. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling
to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
San Antonio calls timeout. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Tatum, he's checked in for Robert Williams. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Langford. Walker finds Smart. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Walker. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 3rd assist on the night.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And it's Walker penetrating. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Tatum against Gay. Just 5 to shoot. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Man, I like the way Tatum plays through contact. Stays with his shot no matter what the defense throws at him.
Back to Murray. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Murray's got 6 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Brown wide open. He fires. And again, Boston with the triple.
You know, the three-point shot, guys, is something that Brown continues to improve upon. It's important for him to be knocking down these looks to expand his offensive repertoire.
That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Lyles checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for White. So the Celtics called timeout, their first.
And let's take a look now at the numbers for DeJounte Murray. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 11 points a game last season. 6 rebounds and 4 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Bounce pass Mills. Here's DeRozan. It's rebounded by Tice.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And that one's good by Aldridge.
Boy, Aldridge has a really nice knack and rhythm with the catch and shoot opportunities.
To the paint. And Tice throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Smart against Murray. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the basket by Tatum.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Now here's Mills. Lets it go with a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Mills has got 5 points so far.
Boy, pushing the action on the screen and roll. Mills gets the space he needs to finish.
And yes, it's good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with Greg's supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways Walker makes his teammates better.
Here's Brown, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Brown. Out to DeRozan. From deep. Green with the rebound.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
To the inside. Walker through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Yeah, he's got the kind of confidence where he feels like nobody can stop him. That's why Walker is so aggressive on offense, especially when he's rolling like this.
Here's Mills, and so it's Boston, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And a chance now to send.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you're in a good...
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. We saw Kemba Walker lighting it up in the first half. He had 23 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Kenny, what's your take on Boston? And that's going to do it for us here.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe... things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
On the court for the Celtics. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart, the guards. And it's Tice in at the 5.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Aldridge. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Aldridge has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Boy, Aldridge using those long arms of his to corral that offensive rebound.
And Murray's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Here's DeRozan, and the dunk by DeRozan. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Walker the pass to Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on DeRozan.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
And Brown drops them both.
And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage, Greg, both career highs last season.
And, Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form.
Pirtle, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Hands it from downtown. Tatum's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Celtics. Murray outside. Spurs working the ball around now, and it goes down 2 points. White's got 6.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. DeRozan against Brown. Count it. 13 points in the game.
DeRozan has a dynamic mid-range game. Whether he's wide open or being defended well, he can knock it down from there.
T kicks to Langford. Outside Williams. Pass to Tatum. 2 points. That one goes.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. White, good.
Boy, strong off the dribble is Derek White. He's also a solidly built 6'4". That allows him to play through contact.
Tatum draws the double. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 4th assist in this one. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Spurs making a switch here.
So a moment now to see the story on Jeff Teague. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 11 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Tatum passes to Teague. Back to Tatum. The kick out to Teague. 5 to shoot. Here's Brown. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Pirtle.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Teague against Murray. Feeds to Pirtle, and it's good for 2.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Boston leading by 23. And here's Tatum for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Vassell. Right side, DeRozan. Some solid defense from Brown.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Here's Vassell. On the wing, DeRozan. Shoots over Brown, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. DeRozan's got 15. Boston with the ball. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. But, Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Thompson, he's checked in for Williams. And Mills kicks to Walker. The fadeaway. And that one hits back iron.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to look at some of the players that are contributing in areas you might not expect. The top rebounding shooting guards of the past month. Second, Jaylen Brown.
Well, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. I mean, typically a two guard, you're not in tight when a shot goes up, so competing for rebounds is that much more difficult.
And that's why it takes that unique combination of agility and instincts to make your way onto that list. Those guys have a terrific balance of the physical and mental aspects of the game.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Three-pointer. They get it back. Thompson. Green passes to Williams. To the paint. Here's Thompson. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Thompson's got his first 2 points.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
And here's Mills for three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Thompson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Smart goes in. From deep, Green. That shot is off. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The Spurs have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for San Antonio,
that one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Walker. He's got 23. Here's Smart. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
So he gets them both. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Mills, guarded by Walker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
You know, Patty Mills is one of a long line of outstanding Australian players who played their college ball in Northern California at St. Mary's College.
And the Spurs making a change here. White's checked in. Mills with the steal. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. San Antonio again missing. Boston's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And Thompson gets it to go.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Pass to Aldridge. Fades. And that one released in time, but no good. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he now... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We've got Derek White. Zeller is out there with Jones. And it's Zamanic in at power forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Now, here's Green. Defense is right there. Ogilvy kicks to Thompson. And he makes good on the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
White, left side. A nice shot by Zeller.
Boy, White doing a nice job that time, working around the defense and finding the open man.
Over in the corner, Green. Passes it to Ogilvy. The pass to Tice. From 15 feet away. A rebound by the Spurs.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
White the pass to Walker. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tice has got his sixth rebound on the night. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And that one goes out of bounds. Last by Walker. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Friday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And that game against Portland, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
White, left side. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Thompson from long range. The shot comes out. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And the basket is good.
You know, whenever White sees an open teammate, he's getting the ball to him right away. No hesitation.
The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Down low. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got a...
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Here's DeRozan, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
The 6'7" native of Compton, DeMar DeRozan, getting it done. Great strength there.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for Thompson.
And many have criticized DeRozan in the past for not being as aggressive with the three-point shot. But I think that's only because he's a guy at that wing position that's kind of a throwback, an old school player, if you will.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, Greg. I mean, he wanted to shoot the three because people were trying to encourage him to do so, but his strength is his mid-range game, and it is old school. It's a bit back to the future, but it's reliable and it's effective for him.
Outside DeRozan. Outside, Walker. Pass to DeRozan. 17-foot shot on the way. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And here we go. Teague heading to the hoop.
Hey, there's no denying it, fellas. Teague is one of the quicker guys in the league, blasting off in transition.
The Spurs have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Walker with it. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
That's a jump ball.
So it's the Celtics now. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Back to Teague. Baseline J on the way. San Antonio with the rebound. Now Jones. Pass to Samanic. Outside, Jones. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Count it, good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Well, they've also really been dialed in with their jump shot. I mean, they have not missed much from mid-range today.
Boston making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
And Teague is just the player you want drawing fouls and getting to the line. A solid free throw shooter.
Here's DeRozan, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. DeRozan's got 7 points for the quarter. T kicks to Williams. Three-pointer on the way. The shot missing. For San Antonio, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Here's Samanic. A second chance effort and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First one falls for him. Some changes for Boston. Thompson comes in for Williams, and it's Edwards in for Jeff Teague. He hits both from the stripe. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Count that one from Ogilvy. And here's DeRozan. Lays it up off the glass. DeRozan's got 17 points here in the second half.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
Langford dishes to Williams.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Good. DeRozan's got 26 points.
You know, it's really the defining part of DeRozan's game, driving the basketball hard at defenders, and he'll come right at you with athleticism and strength.
Back to Williams. He kicks it to Edwards. Trying to get open is Thompson. Edwards can't hit. Spurs shooting reasonably well, 45%.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Boston.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And guys, being in opposite conferences, these teams only meet twice a year. And when it's been a while since you've seen a team like this, it always feels good to take that first game of the season series. That's what they've done here tonight against the Spurs.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Walker.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
And the basket by DeRozan.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Pass to Ogilvy. Williams inside. Thompson passes to Williams. Clock at 6. To the middle. Stolen away. Now here's Jones. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go court. David, thank you.